Today on the Hire Me podcast, I have with me the incredible Lauren Hernandez. She is a tech recruiter. So let's jump in to learn how she does what she does, why she does what she does, and how she will be your next great hire and professional connection. Lauren, thank you for coming on. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Chris. I'm Lauren Hernandez. I'm a tech recruiter based in Austin, Texas. I've been in tech recruiting for 5 years. And prior to that, I spent 10 years in retail banking, finance, mortgage lending, and teaching financial literacy courses. And prior to that, I spent about 10 years in the service industry.
That's awesome. So, what type of role are you looking for?
Yeah, honestly, through working, having, the privilege of working at three big FANG companies, I've kind of gathered a wide variety of experience between like data analysis, storytelling with data, which I really love. I love researching and being analytical and really being able to advise and consult with data. I love, keeping up with business and market intelligence, networking. I really, really enjoy project management. And I think I already mentioned presenting to stakeholders. I really enjoy mentorship and growing others. Really, what keeps me happiest at work is being able to help somebody and just make a difference in their life somehow. I think that sharing knowledge is something that is not talked about enough. And I think it's just a really, really valuable asset. It's nice when you're like a go to person or a subject matter expert, but it's all about how you share that knowledge and help grow other people. So, yeah, really, right now, I'm pretty much keeping my options open in my job search. Really just trying to see like the best fit for me. And that right now for me is a good manager, a good team, and really just a company that I kind of get like a good feeling from. So yeah, those are the kind of what's on my radar right now.
I love that. As a talent development professional, hearing you love teaching and learning, it makes my heart flutter, and I love that. So, uh,
Yeah.
you touched on it a little bit, but can you tell us more what you love about your work?
Yeah, honestly, obviously as a recruiter, we help people get jobs. Um, I'm very passionate about finding non-traditional candidates. And what I mean by that is, especially in big tech, there's this stigma of like, oh my God, it's big tech. Like you have to be the best of the best to work there. And while there is some, I don't want to say truth, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here, but yes, that is kind of true, but there's also a lot of people in tech that have broken into tech. And I say big tech, like a big FANG company that I don't have a degree. Like I came from a very non-traditional background, and I started off as a contractor. It's a great way to get into tech. But really for me, it's just I love being able to pay it forward. I talk with people all the time in and outside of my professional life that are like, wow, like how did you get to where you are? Like, especially coming from a tradition of like the service industry and retail banking and things like that. So for me, really being able to talk to non-traditional candidates is really big for me because again, I really like to pay it forward and just really see their journey from where I sourced them from or where they currently were, and just kind of see their journey at whatever company they're at now.
I love that. That's fantastic. So you touched on this a little bit, this next question, but let's dive in a little bit deeper. What type
Mhm.
of leadership and cultures help you thrive?
Mm, genuine and authentic, transparent. I am a very big like don't sugarcoat things. I really appreciate a leader, whether it's my manager, their manager, any type of leadership at the company who is really gonna just be straightforward with me and not sugarcoat things. Um, I think authenticity is something that can be hard to teach. I think it is a skill that is very underappreciated. Um, but I feel like genuine people, it's kind of like, I don't know where the phrase real recognize real came from, but when you know, you know. And my last manager, shout out to Hannah, she and I clicked right away. And her manager, Ellie, I just had really good vibes from them. And I've just had such a great experience. But I've had throughout my 20 years of working, full time now, I've had managers that just really left a legacy on my heart. Um, and predominantly because they did lead with that authenticity. And I could tell they genuinely, you know, gave a crap about me and gave a crap about helping other people. And I wasn't just a number to them, or our team wasn't just a number or a metric to them.
Again, loving that as well. So ultimately, people want to know, hiring managers, other recruiters want to know, what problems can you solve for their companies?
Oh my gosh. A number of things. Really depends on the industry, but I think something actually learned from Naomi Gelt. She's a VP at Meta. She talked about there's this. I didn't even know that this was a skill, but she has her own blog, and it's simplification. It's simplifying things, and I did not know for the longest time that that was actually a very much needed skill. And it's something that some people excel really well in, and some people, maybe that's an area of growth. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was a kid, and I was re-diagnosed a couple of years ago. And I didn't realize that, my neurodivergent brain, as challenging as my days can be, there are so many things that it's given me, such as being able to simplify things and what's that phrase? Keep it simple, stupid. There's a lot of things that I think oftentimes when you're given a project, an assignment, a new role to work on, it's easy to get excited and try to reinvent the wheel. And this happens a lot in tech, where people get, they start these projects and these 20% projects and things like that. And they don't just start with, all right, how can we make this as simplified and streamlined as possible without overcomplicating things? I think that's probably one of my biggest assets is that, and I do that through being really organized. It's something that I've always like prided myself on. It's funny, my friends will like come over and they're like, your house like doesn't even look lived in. I'm very, very organized. I love teaching people about Chrome extension tools that are really easy in a day-to-day workflow, how to organize your email, how to just really stay efficient, and simplify things.
Yeah, like you said, a underutilized and under known skill. I'm not,
Yeah.
not a lot of people are aware of it. And so that's great. So as we start wrapping up, I would love to have you share what matters to you.
Many things. I would say the umbrella for which the many things are under is just treating people equally, treating people with kindness, and really trying to look at lenses as unbiased as possible. Um, I think that matters to me as being treated as a person, but also how my managers, how my peers treat other people as well, how the company that I work for treats other people as well. Um, that's probably that's the umbrella, I guess, because there's a lot of, raindrops under that umbrella, if you will, but really just treating other people with kindness and empathy and remembering that we're all human beings. And that is something that nobody can take away from us. Especially in this day and age of AI and chat GPT. And it's, it's exciting. It's a very exciting technology, but it also is very scary to think that the human component and the human aspect of things can potentially be gone, from a lot of roles. And yeah, just human beings matter to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Lauren, thank you again so much for coming on the Hire Me podcast. It was great to learn more about you, your skills, what you value, and how you'll bring value to other organizations and teams and roles. If you're watching or listening, be sure to connect with Lauren through the links in the description and show notes. And make sure you subscribe, follow, and like all of our content here on the podcast so we can continue elevating more of today's top talents. Take care.